What's up, you guys? Thank you for clicking on this video. So as you can tell by the title, the whole Age of Extinction Night Prime discussion, debate, arguments, controversy in the community the last few days, whatever you want to call it. It's something that I've been watching online, and a lot of us have been, and some of us have been partaking in these discussions and debates, which is better, the new figure or the old figures. And I just kind of want to make a video dropping my thoughts on this. I did a little bit in the past videos when this was first revealed, but I just figured I'd make a dedicated video on this since it is a hot topic within the community right now. I know you guys would want to hear my thoughts on this. So, I think it's a good figure. You know, I think with what Hasbro had to work with in terms of how this design was made originally back in like 2013, it's a night robot that's supposed to transform into a Western Star truck. And the robot mode barely has any truck mode kibble on it. And you expect Hasbro, these toy designers who are just trying to do their job and go home, you know, they're not gonna be able to translate that perfectly into toy form. Like, they're not trying to, you know, put their blood, sweat, and tears more than they already do into a design like this in physical toy form to the point where there's no vehicle mode kibble showing or next to none in robot mode. I mean, this isn't a third-party figure. It's not $100 third-party Optimus Prime release. We're so used to those the last 5 or so years since the official Hasbro figures stopped getting made, you know, with the failure of the last night and stuff like that, that I really feel like we've become desensitized to the whole point of what this design really means in mass retail physical toy form. I feel like that just brings everything back to the forefront, and people just forgot the last few years. It's just how it is. We got all these different third-party Night Optimus figures that are basically so perfect. They barely have any vehicle mode kibble showing in robot mode. It's so accurate to the CG design. And, you know, we get this new Hasbro figure, a mainline release that we haven't seen in about 8 years now. And it just refreshes everybody's memory on just how practical this design is in a mass retail, mass-produced figure. So I really cannot fault Hasbro at all for this. But at the same time, I do want to say this is a $55 figure. The figures that were released 8 to 10 years prior were between $25 to $40 figures. And that's a $15, $20 upcharge. So I don't know. It's a tricky thing because we're living in different times a little bit now. It's not 2014, it's not 2017 anymore. Whether you like it or not, time just flies and things change in society. So I can understand certain things, but at the same time, you know, a consumer who loves to buy Transformers and spends their hard-earned money on this product, for $55, it feels a little fishy here. You know, in terms of the paint, the sculpt here and there seems, I don't know, maybe I'm being a little picky on the sculpt, but it does seem a little cheap in the chest area. And just the overall transformation steps feeling a bit more 2009 Voyager class rather than $55 leader class is a bit much to me in terms of pricing and what we get. I mean, who knows what these designers and all these people who are just workers at Hasbro have to go through behind the scenes of how they get the budget for these figures, how they're able to engineer it, and what just goes on in the production of these things. So I really cannot be too harsh on this, to be honest with you guys, because it still looks pretty good. And when you compare it to the original figures, the Last Night Voyager class, the Age of Extinction Leader class, and all the different variations of that Leader class mold we got over the years, I feel like it is a bit of an improvement. It is better. You could nitpick some things on how they handled certain details or certain kibble placements, but overall, outside of maybe a couple things with like the backpack or whatever, I feel like this is still going to be the best Hasbro Takara mainline mass-produced option we have thus far for an Age of Extinction Knight Optimus Prime design. And I don't know. I wish he came with his gun. He does have the hidden blaster that's in the shield that he used a couple times in the movies, which is cool. It's something that I'm pretty sure we haven't gotten before with the previous figures. Maybe they did it with a Takara figure that I'm just not remembering right now. But that is cool, and they did give him his forearm energon blade that he used for a few seconds fighting Galvatron, and of course he does have his Sword of Judgment, which is really nice. But all that said, with the price and kind of how they do these leader class figures nowadays, I was expecting for him to also have his gun that he used a few times in the movie that I believe was a carryover from Dark of the Moon. It's that same sort of gun. It just has a few updates to it, because it looks like, you know, in some of the screenshots in the movie that it's taking parts from the Western Star truck and it got put onto that gun. So it does look a little bit different from the one he used in Dark of the Moon, but it kind of is the same. I wish he had that gun included with him. That would have been really cool and kind of sweetened the deal here for a $55 modern day leader class. You know, coming with 4 accessories that are nice and hefty and kind of big, and one that can actually transform into a different gun with the shield there. That would have been nice, but at the same time, I mean, he already comes with 3 pretty decent accessories, so maybe I'm just nitpicking there a little bit. But I don't know. All in all, guys, I think this is a pretty solid release outside of, you know, some missing paint on him and how they handled basically just the kibble. But again, how do you expect them to do this design justice in a physical toy that's mass-produced from Hasbro and Takara? It's kind of impossible, and it really is black magic how they were able to get it this good, honestly, with a mainline figure like this. But yeah, guys, let me know down in the comments below, how do y'all feel about this new Studio Series Age of Extinction Optimus? Do you think it is good for what Hasbro and Takara were able to work with on a mass retail release, or do you think it could have been better for the $55 modern day leader class price point? All my social medias are linked down below, including my email if you guys want to hit me up about business inquiries, if you want to message me about whatever, or if you want to commission a diorama from me, because I make dioramas for people for their stop motions, photography, or irregular display shelves in your homes. You could either hit me up on any of my social media accounts, or you could just email me and we can work out a deal. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching this video. Catch y'all in the next one. Bye!